Earlier today, President Trump held a roundtable discussion on how to protect senior citizens during the coronavirus pandemic.
Okay, thank you very much. Today is World Elder Abuse Awareness Day, and we're here to discuss our ironclad commitment to protecting and caring for America's seniors. We're joined by Vice President Mike Pence, Attorney General William Barr, Secretary of Health and Human Services Alex Azar, Secretary of Housing and Urban Development Ben Carson, who, by the way, was fantastic over the weekend in various interviews you did, Ben. Really good job. I appreciate it. Secretary of Veterans Affairs Robert Wilkie, Administrator Seema Verma, Chief Postal Inspector of the United States Postal Inspection Service Gary Barksdale. And Gary's done a great job, especially with spotting drugs coming into our country. He's done a fantastic job. Hey, Gary, go ahead, please.
Thank you, Mr. President. Vice President Pence, it's a pleasure to be here today to speak about some of the work that we're doing at the Postal Inspection Service to address transnational elder fraud. Protecting our elders and our veterans is one of the highest priorities of our mail fraud program, especially now as we start to see fraudsters take advantage of the coronavirus theme to incorporate that into some of their schemes. As Attorney General Barr mentioned, one of our key strategies is to attack the money mules. As he said, the money mules is really how the fraudsters get the money from the U.S. to their overseas accounts. Victims typically send money through the mail or other assignment carriers like FedEx or UPS. Sometimes they ask the victims to wire transfer the money, and oftentimes we see them asking them to buy gift cards and send it to the money mules. The money mules in turn then send the money overseas. So we see the money mules as a crucial link to disrupt if we want to be effective in this type of fraud. We've had some significant enforcement efforts. We also have some prevention efforts and some private sector engagement. One of our primary strategies, the center of our primary strategies, we're partnering with the Department of Justice, as Attorney General Barr mentioned, the Transnational Elder Fraud Strike Force. We've embedded postal inspectors at the department to work hand-in-hand with trial attorneys to bring some of these cases to justice. We have 17 field divisions who I've asked to collaborate with the 93 U.S. Attorney's offices and their elder justice coordinators on elder fraud investigations. And we've conducted significant enforcement efforts this past year dealing with the money mules. Just some of the stats, we've initiated this year over 100 investigations. These cases are associated with nearly $450 million in victim losses. We've also served over 2,000 unlicensed money transmitter warning letters to suspects, and working with the Department of Justice issued 34 civil injunctions. 17 arrests on those cases. We've also seized over $650,000. Also, as the Attorney General mentioned, the annual Money Mule initiative that we work in coordination with the FBI, HSI, Secret Service, and some of our other financial partners. In addition to the 400 indictments he mentioned, law enforcement halted the conduct of more than 600 money mules. So in cases where we didn't arrest, we served on letters or put them on notice to stop the bad action. Another example of recent success, in November this past year, Jamaican national was sentenced to over 4 years in federal prison in order to pay over $500,000 in restitution to elderly lottery scam victims. We're also holding accountable the money service providers for their role in helping send fraud victims funds overseas. Companies like Western Union and MoneyGram, working with the Department of Justice, we've received, had actions for settlements well over $100 million. Our goal here, Mr. President, is really to try to get some of the money back to the victims. Since March of 2020, working with DOJ and our other federal partners, we've returned over $150 million to victims, which was over 109 fraud victims. Prevention is a big part of our strategy. Obviously, we'd rather educate, prevent a crime before actually the crime occurs. So we've put a lot of resources in coming up with a platform. You go to our website, we have printed material, and we're starting to utilize social media, working with the Department of Justice. And I just mentioned briefly, the last thing I'll just mention, Mr. President, it's also we're engaging the large banks to update their practices and to do their part in preventing the elder fraud. I'd like to thank you for providing the awareness and making this one of the priorities of the administration. Thank you.
Thank you very much.